Welcome to FACS web training on how to submit new collection accounts to Interstate Credit Collections. Our internet address is www.datamax.com or www.interstatecreditcollections.com. When our homepage loads, select the Client Login tab at the top of the page. When the login screen appears, enter your assigned account number and password using capital letters. Because FACSweb is case sensitive and only recognizes capital letters, we recommend using the caps lock key when working in the system. Should you forget to use capital letters while logging into the system, you will receive a message the login attempt was unsuccessful. Simply re-enter your account number and password using capital letters. If 3 unsuccessful login attempts are made, the account number and password will be locked. If this occurs, please call ICC at 336-777-3555, extension 1585, to request your FACSweb login to be reset. Once logged in, the HIPAA-compatible confidentiality screen will be displayed. Please read the statement carefully, and if you agree, click the I agree button below the statement. FACSweb will allow you to make adjustments to existing consumer accounts and includes the ability to report payments. To make these adjustments, simply select the Enter Transaction option from the main options menu on the sidebar. The same search screen discussed in the account information training video will be displayed. You must locate and retrieve the individual consumer account before an adjustment can be made to the consumer account. FACSweb returns all accounts for anyone with the name you entered on the previous screen. Use your mouse to click on the name of the account you wish to view. The individual consumer account is displayed on your screen. The first section of the screen, Enter Transaction Information, is the only section of the account information that can be edited and is where you will enter any changes or updates to this consumer's account. The field titled Type is a drop-down box which allows you to select the type of transaction you wish to record. This is done by using your mouse to select the down arrow key and reveal a list of transaction types. Next, use your mouse to highlight the type of transaction you wish to make. Now, let's take a look at the different types of transactions or adjustments that can be made using FACSweb. Occasionally, consumers will make a payment directly to your office rather than forwarding payment to ICC. ICC should be notified of all payments within 5 business days to ensure our files are properly updated. Payments can be reported to ICC by calling our client support group, sending an email to payments@datamax.com, or by entering the transaction through FACSweb. To report a payment through FACSweb, you should select the DP Payment Received transaction type. If you are one of our healthcare provider clients, you might receive a payment from an insurance carrier. As stated previously, all payments, including those from insurance companies, should be reported to ICC by calling our client support group, sending an email, or reporting the insurance payment through FACSweb. To report an insurance payment through FACSweb, you would select the IDP Insurance Payment Received transaction type. The CRJ Credit Adjustment transaction type is one that ICC clients seldom use because it changes the account balance without a payment being made. For this reason, you should always enter a brief note on the consumer account explaining why the adjustment is being made. An example could be settlement accepted for less than full amount or late fee removed. The DBJ Debit Adjustment transaction type is similar to the credit adjustment type. Again, it is rarely used and changes the account balance without a payment being made, so a note should be included on the account. You don't need to provide a detailed explanation. Something as simple as owes for additional services will suffice. If a note is not included on the account, our accounting department will not be able to post the adjustment without contacting you for an explanation. Today's date is a field which is automatically populated by FACSweb and cannot be changed. It records the date you are entering the transaction. Payment date captures the date a payment was received by your office, regardless of its source or the date indicated on a check or money order. You may manually enter the date or click on the calendar icon to the right of the field and use your mouse to select the date payment was received. The amount field records the dollar amount of the payment and is entered manually using your keyboard. When all information has been entered for the transaction, click the Submit Transaction button. FACS will display the information you just entered, and a message at the top of the screen verifies the adjustment has been added to the batch. Next, select the Balance Report option from the Page Options menu on the sidebar. A list of the transaction and/or transactions made will be displayed on your screen. If you need to add another transaction, select the Enter New Transaction button from the Page Options menu on the sidebar. If you have finished and have no more transactions or adjustments to make, click the hyperlink which reads Set Batch to Balanced Status. You will notice the status at the top of your screen changes from Open to Balanced, and you are ready to send an email to ICC notifying us of the transaction. Write down the batch number listed at the top of the page. In this example, the batch number would be 300. Then click on the email link dppayments@datamax.com to forward the information to ICC. When the email is created, it is important the batch number and your ICC client number are included. In most situations, this information is automatically included in the email. However, differences in the way individual email accounts and firewalls are set up can cause this information to be excluded from email. You should review the body of the email, and if this information is not included, you will need to manually type in the batch number and your ICC client number. Please note, if CCC does not receive this email from you, we won't know you have entered new collection accounts and there is a batch waiting to be approved and transferred to our computer system. Failure to send the email along with the pertinent batch information could delay the processing of your new accounts. Datamax and Interstate Credit Collections appreciates the confidence you have placed in us, and we look forward to continuing our relationship well into the future. Should you have any questions, or we may be of further assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us.